Hello. I think I am live. But just waiting to hear. Restarted. Oh, yes. Okay. I see confirmation from a couple of people. I'm just gonna give people a minute to speak up and type in if you can see this. I know I started and then stopped because I wasn't sure if it was working, and now it's working again. If you don't already have it somewhere, maybe take this time to grab a glass of water. Ahoy, people are joining. Perfect. Okay, I don't know why I said ahoy. Screen looks super blurry here. Is that true for other people as well? Screen looks okay there. Okay, so Gab, that might be an issue on your end. It's looking okay for Mireille. Okay. So, hi, okay, plenty of people are joining. So, hi everyone, I'm Natalya Alyssa. Je m'appelle Natalya Alyssa. This is going to be a solo blues class just about getting our bodies moving and dancing again. I don't know about you, but you know, I haven't been doing as much moving as I would like to, and so this is going to be sort of an easy warm up, and you can make it as complex as you like, but also just stick with the easy stuff if you prefer. One of the things that I really enjoyed about doing the class with Dan last week is that I could get really weird because nobody was watching. And so, you know, I encourage you to try stuff maybe that you wouldn't necessarily jump right into in a regular class. And I'll try not to do too much talking, a little bit in between songs and things. And the message delay message, it takes a little time before I actually see it. But let's just start actually by getting out of our heads and into the actual sort of dance space. So just take a minute to, let's close our eyes for a second. And what I want you to do is just do a bit of a body scan. So if we're off our couch or whatever we were doing before, and take a minute to just go from head to toe and think about how, you know, how all of your parts feel. So how is your scalp feeling and your face? I have a little bit of tension in my face, so I'm going to try and relax it. And maybe my neck. My neck's a little sore, but it's feeling like it's moving pretty well. How are your shoulders doing? You're coming down to your breath and your lungs. You know, are you breathing deeply? Maybe we can take a deep breath in. Get used to breathing a bit better. Check out your arms, tes bras, tes doigts, all the way down your spine, ton dos. Maybe check out your hips. How are they feeling? Et tes jambes, comment est-ce qu'ils sont? Et tes pieds, et tes orteils. Et puis, quand nous ouvrons nos yeux, when we're opening our eyes, let's just step into, you know, the dance space, whatever that might be, whatever corner of your home you're in. This is now, we're in the dance space together, and we're going to keep going. So I'm going to play a little song, and the first thing I want us to do is just get warmed up. So you can follow along, or, you know, if you noticed a part when you checked in with your body that was sore, you can spend a little bit of extra time there. This is really your chance to warm up. But if you're not sure what to do, you can follow what I do. And I'm going to play a special song that I will talk about later. And if you can't hear me, can't hear the song, speak up.
These four walls feel like a prison, but it's just my living room. Yeah, these four walls feel like a prison, baby, but it's just my living room. Yeah, I will soon run out of options, yes I will, but playing guitar and that's my room. There's a very bad thing out there. Corona is the name. There's a very bad thing out there, y'all. Corona is the name. Yes, it is. My doctor said, boy, you gotta wash your hands. Stop touching your goddamn face. Yeah, sure I will. Ooh. Let me play my guitar now. If I lock myself in here, I do it for me and I do it for you. Now listen, cause I don't know about you, but I can't enough of this quarantine blues, yeah. Sing for me, baby. Yeah. No, baby.
Cool. We're getting warmed up. I'm gonna keep going. But I want to go back to that song. So hopefully you all heard it. Shout out if you didn't hear it. But that was a song by Stefano Ranchi, who is an Italian musician who had a lot of gigs canceled, and he did an online concert, and everyone who attended got that song. And so I heard about it through Flower Evelyn, and just got a couple of his CDs, and they're great. But that is called The Quarantine Blues. It's an original song. So we're going to keep playing it one more time and maybe listen to the music. So we'll keep warming up the rest of our body and then maybe start doing some basic steps. Here we go. Oh, Kitty. That's Simba. You might see Nalan later. Here we go. So, on the left foot now.
Feel like a prison, but it's just my living room. Yeah, this four walls feel like a prison, baby, but it's just my living room. Yeah, I will soon run out of options, yes I will, but playing guitar and that's my room. That thing out there, Corona is the name. There's a very bad thing out there, y'all. Corona is the name. Yes, it is. My doctor said, boy, you gotta wash your hands. Stop touching your goddamn face. Yeah, sure I will. Ooh. Let me play my guitar. If I lock myself in here, I do it for me and I do it for you. Now listen, cause I don't know about you, but I can't enough of this quarantine blues, yeah. Ooh. Sing for me, baby. Yeah. No, baby.
Yay! Quarantine blues, everybody. Aha! I'm gonna pull the curtains. I hear that might help with the light. Cool. Okay. So next, we're going to move to just a follow-on warm-up. I have, you can see me, my front in the mirror, but I'm going to face away from you so that you can follow along a little easier. And let's just do some solo movements to warm up. By the way, this is the first time I've worn jeans in 20 days. Feels pretty good and fancy. And also I'm wearing my Blue Shout t-shirt. Blue Shout was canceled, but actually now it's going live. So there are classes and music and DJing all night long. And during the day, Gab Kern, one of our teachers and head DJs at Cat's Corner, is going to be doing that. So you could check that out this weekend. And let's keep dancing.
Refuse my love, want too many times. My little turtle dove, you almost made me lose my mind. Well, I remember that time when you lied to me in your home. Humiliated me when I feel so alone. Ooh-wee, baby, you were hard to lose. Well, our love in our fall, we missed each other in the night. We're protecting our illusions, trembled in silence and fright. Well, I could still hear the sound of your sirens, but I'm tied to the mast and I won't swim in. Baby, I was hard to lose. All right. the blues and I'm down. Help me pass the while. Well, I laugh without thinking, but you check what's behind my smile. Well, I'm so sorry, baby, that I told you those lies. I wish I did not drive you to become my personal spy. Ooh-wee, baby, I was hard to lose. Well, for so long I didn't know if you were coming or going. For so long I didn't know if we knew what we were doing. Well, I mistakenly thought we could hold on to our past. But before I knew it, my fishing line was recast. Ooh-wee, baby, I was hard to love.
Yeah. Okay. Are we all there? I'm just gonna check. Montreal represent. Oh, Dan is also awesome. Dan Yoash is also DJing at Blue Shout. Okay. So, hopefully you're feeling a little warmed up and remembering what our blues dancing is. So for the next little while, what I thought I would do is an exercise I use to practice solo blues, which is we're going to pick a few solo moves. We're going to try them separately, and then we're going to try and mishmash them together. And sometimes it's really cool, and sometimes something weird comes out, but we'll see what happens. So we'll start with Fishtails and James Brown. And then the third thing is like a rolling body movement. So we're going to play a song, try those out, and see what happens from there. By the way, that was Hard to Love by Sugar Brown. I'm also a modern artist. Okay, and this next song is by Dan Nash. Here we go. It's really quiet on my end. I'm not sure why, so I'm just going to pick a different song. Scratch that. Here is the actual song we're going to use.
I saw you cross the room. You ain't there no more. I got the madman blues. I got the madman blues, yeah. I got the madman blues. I got the madman blues, yeah. Hey.
So those are Fishtails?
Baby, won't you walk outside with me?
So we're going to try James Brown. You already did these in the warm-up. You're going to scoot
Well,
yourself
like you wanna go.
over to one side, and the other foot trail behind. And then if you go to the other side,
You walking real slow. I got the madman blues.
Here we go. So just to review, in case you can't hear my words very well, we had 3 things that we were going to think of combining. There's fishtails, so you're leading with your tail. There's James Brown, where you're just using your standing foot to scooch your way across and scoot your way in and out across the other way. And the other thing is just a rolling body movement. This could be the whole body front and back. We could do it to one side. Maybe you want to roll this way a little bit, or rolling this way a little bit. We're going to try and layer those up now and see how that goes. So I'm going to show you some things, and you can follow along, but at some point if you want to try something on your own, feel free to go off and get weird on your own. None of us can see, but if you come up with something cool, show me what it is. All right. That song was by Cedric Burnside and Lightning Malcolm. I had a really fun time on Bandcamp the other day. Okay, so let's go. I think that I'm going to try this song again, since I don't see any comments saying that you couldn't hear it. So we're going to go back to this Dan Nash song, which is a pretty chill song, and see if we can get that going this time. And just do comment if you can't hear it. Cool.
I got the key to the highway. Real on and bound to go. I'm gonna leave here running cars, walking in
Fishtail James Brown.
I'm going back to the border. Well, I better know. You know you don't do nothing, baby, to drive a good man away from home. Show the moon, peeps over the mountain. Little girl, I'll be on my way. I'm gonna run this old highway till the break of day.
Speed it up.
Just give me one more kiss, darling. Just before I go.
On to James Brown.
'Cause when I leave this time, you know, I won't be back no more. I take my breakfast in California, take my dinner in North Carolina. I'm the most highway walking Spain that the world would ever find.
Worm your way back up.
And from the Golden Gate, California, to the rocky shores of Maine, I roam the highway so long, your highway is my building.
All those things together.
So long, baby.
James Brown roll.
Well, you know I got to be on my way. Yeah, I'm gonna roam this old highway till the break of day. 'Cause I got the key to the highway, built out about to go. I'm gonna leave here running car. Cause walking is most too slow.
Awesome. Okay. So we're gonna leave those sequences for now. And we'll come back to them later. Maybe in the end in one final dance-off. But for now we're gonna go to new moves, but I encourage you to like try this thing out where you layer things and see what happens. Hopefully you did something weird at least once that song. I know I did. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna say a few words and then just give you a chance to follow along. The next thing we're gonna layer our chugs. These are like some of my favorite things. I'm gonna do them with like a ba-dum rhythm. You might have a different name for these, but I'm calling them chugs. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Like this. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. And that rhythm is sort of the key part. So you might be able to do ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Or like a weird version of it might be like ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. But the basic idea is we're mostly split weight and chugging along with that ba-dum rhythm. And there are so many things you can do with this, but we're gonna try and see what happens if we have hip rolls that we try to mix in. So a hip roll in this direction, so it's like you're drawing a circle with your hip and your leg is really nice and relaxed. So let's try circling and circling. We'll do a bunch of these to music. And the other thing that we're gonna try is shakes. So here, we're moving these two parts of ourselves up and down. Notice that it's not like just my shoulders going up and down. It's like my whole chest is shinnying up and down. Cool. So let's play some music and see what happens. Feel free to comment if you're still with me at the end of this song, and maybe at the end of this song we'll take a bit of a water break and come back. Here we go.
jeans and let the long hair down. I got to testify by my baby. She can't get along. What you say, brother? She got me doing right what I once done wrong. She's the kind of woman make a rabbit hug a hound. She got me doing right what I once done wrong. She's the kind of woman make a rabbit hug a hound. I got to testify about my baby. She can't get along. Well, I got to testify about my baby. She can't get along. I got to testify about my baby. She can't get around. Well, she's a sure-fine woman. She like to do the Georgie growl.
Yeah, all right. Let's take a quick moment, have some water, breathe a minute. Thank you, Mel. That is the Cashbox Kings. That is correct. I first heard these guys in New York. They were awesome. I'm gonna drink some water, take a break, maybe check in with your body a little bit, see how it's feeling. I'm gonna like hang out here with you. Okay. So I've tried to name, and I think other people are naming the bands as I go, so thank you, Mel, especially for that. But I'll try to take a snapshot of the songs that I played afterwards so you can know, and they're, for the most part, all modern, I think, so that should be good. How are you all feeling? Maybe, okay, Tanya says yay. Maybe type a word about how you're feeling as we take one last sip of water and relax, and then we can come back to it. Yeah, woot woot, great, okay. I have to boil water still, so I'm drinking warm water. Good, oh wait, I'm sorry you have to boil water. I don't know what that means, but that's good. Okay, so let's, oh, so many people are responding. Thank you for responding. All right, let's jump back into this. And we are going to go to rocksteadies and then I might give you the invitation to think about your arms. You could follow along, but I want to show that this is an experiment. So what I do might not look great the first 4 times I try it, but we're gonna try rocksteady. I think these have different names as well. I know it as rocksteady. But this is in the Montreal line dance, if you know it, where we're going up and down transfer, up and down. So if my hips were drawing a line, it would go up and back down. Hit a door up here and hit a door down there. Oop, ba, 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 ba. Okay, cool. That's the rocksteady. Mooches We did a little bit of this type of motion in the one where we are doing hip rolls in this direction. But here, we want to go in this plane around with our hips. Boop, and around. Bop, and around. Bop, and around. Bop, and around. Yeah? And then arms. You have them, so maybe just like wave them around. Maybe roll out your wrists. Remember that you have back muscles and shoulder blade muscles. And get ready to think about fun ways to use them eventually. Ooh, arms. Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to point out is that when we start to sort of try to mish a half of one move to another move, it might not look exactly like the move that you started out with, and don't worry about that at all. That is totally okay. We're just going to let that happen to find a groove that feels natural, yeah? Okay. This is sort of an old favorite by Kebbo. Some of you might recognize it.
Get with me, baby. I'm on your side. Get with me, babe. I'm on your side. Well, there's a change in the weather, a change in the time, but I'm a stubborn man. I won't change my mind. Get with me, baby. I'm on your side. Talk to me, baby. I'm on your side. Yeah, come on, talk to me, baby. 'Cause I'm on your side. Well, I don't wanna argue, sure don't wanna fight. Tell me what's wrong and I'll make it all right. Just get with me, baby. I'm on your side. I'll be your sugar daddy. Just call on me. I'll be your vigilante. If that's what you need, baby. That's what you really need, girl. Hey, hey, get with me, baby. 'Cause I'm on your side. It's gonna stay that way. Get with me, baby. I'm on your side. Yeah, get with me, baby. I'm on your side. Well, I don't wanna own you like private property. Come on, baby. Just be nice to me. Get with me, baby. I'm on your side. Oh, yeah. Get with me, baby.
And make it a little less
I'm
transition
on
time.
your side. Get with me, baby.
This one is
Talk to me, baby. Just let me love you, baby. 'Cause I'm on your side.
I want to do that for slightly longer. Okay, cool. Tanya recognizes it. That was a song from a long time ago, Troop Routine. Okay, let's keep going with this since we didn't get to arms. But what I'm going to suggest is that you follow me for a little bit, but then just go off and do your own thing and experiment with the different moves and mashing them together. Try 2 things at once first, and then add more if you want to. But if you don't, that's fine too. Here we go with some weird arms. This is Brother Youssef. I think I skipped over this song before, so we're gonna play it now.
1, 2, 3. One thing about the blues is gonna set my soul free. No armies.
Cool. All right. How are we doing? So about 12 minutes left. Amazing. Okay. So it's hard to layer 3 things. If you got to 2, that's already amazing. And if you stuck with enjoying rocksteadies the whole time, that's also amazing. I think for this next one, we are going to do lowdowns. And instead of sort of adding on a specific move or movement with a name, I'm going to give you a couple of things to try to change it up. So lowdowns are sort of similar to chugs. I give you a specific thing in feeling, but we're just going down. And they can be done in very different ways. You could have a big slow one, or you could go back and forth. It has a similar feeling to those chugs earlier. And the things that I want you to try to vary are the quality of the movement. So whether you go ha, or you go wah, or whatever other sound your movement makes. And also the levels and rhythm of it. So you might try triples with your rhythm. You might try slows with a hit or slows that are gradual. But let's play around with all of those things. But first we'll start with just chugs. And then I'll try and change something and repeat it a bunch of times. But you could feel free to do your own thing. Okay, here we go. Hopefully now we've caught our breath. This is going to be Eden Brent. Here we go. Oh, this is not the song that I wanted, actually. I'm going to try a short song. We might need to repeat it again, but it's another Ketmo song, and I'm sure most of you know this one. But it is a great thing to do some rhythms too.
Am I wrong? Falling in love with you. Tell me, am I wrong? Well, falling in love with you. While your other man was out there cheating and lying, stepping all over you. Sweet thing, tell me, am I wrong? Holding on to you so tight. Tell me, am I wrong? Holding on to you so tight. If your other man come to claim you, he better be ready for a long, hard fight. Well, I got to be strong. Well, I know you're depending on me. You know I got to be strong. I know you're depending on me to give you all of my attention, all of my time, and all of the love you need. Oh, tell me, am I wrong? Trying to hold on to you. Tell me, am I wrong? Trying to hold on to you. I just want to make a home for you, baby, and all of your children too. Tell me, am I wrong? Falling in love with you. You got to tell me, am I wrong? Falling in love with you. While your other man was out there cheating and lying, stepping all over you. While your other man was out there cheating and lying, stepping all over you.
All right. So we still have 7 minutes left. That's great. I want to do that again to this next song by Buddy Guy. And this time I want you to feel free to add in your upper body in whatever way feels nice. So maybe get a groove going with your legs and then think about how could you integrate your upper body into this in some way. And so follow me or do as you like. Here we go. Oh, that's it. I'm wrong again. Here we go.
What is the hell going on around town? The people said gonna put the kid down. No, 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 look at what you did. You can call it what you want. I'll call it listen with the kid. You know the kid no child, and I don't think that's just what I mean, and I mean what I say. No, 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 no. No, look at what you do. You can call it what you want. I'm calling listen with the kid.
Let's dance this song out. So maybe now you'll do some of the chugs, but some of the lowdowns. But if you want to mix other things in, it's a long time to just do lowdown. So let's keep moving and keep grooving and dancing, but keep coming back to those lowdowns and see what new you can do with them. So I'm just going to keep going, rewind a little bit so we get this phrase that just started. Take the kid's car and drive around town. Tell everybody you gotta put him down. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, look at what you do. You can call it what you wanna. I'll call and listen with the. Yeah. One more now. Hey, all right. So we are down to our last song, and for this song, I would like you to just dance. Try and use some of the things you might have done earlier today, but just dance. If you're stuck for ideas, you can look over here, or you can just like do a shake and restart and see what comes out. So let's just dance for this last song, and I'm going to play the Quarantine Blues again because what a great song. Here we go.
These four walls feel like a prison, but it's just my living room. Yeah, these four walls feel like a prison, baby, but it's just my living room. Yeah, I will soon run out of options, yes I will, but playing guitar and that's my room. There's a very bad thing out there. Corona is the name. There's a very bad thing out there, y'all. Corona is the name. Yes, it is. My doctor said, boy, you gotta wash your hands. Stop touching your goddamn face. Yeah, sure I will. Let me play my guitar. for me, and I do it for you. Now listen, cause I don't know about you, but I can't enough of this quarantine blues, yeah. Sing for me, baby. Yeah. No, baby.
Yay! And it's 7 o'clock. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I couldn't see you, but I know you were there. If you want to donate to Cat's Corner, there's an option for that. You just look in this event. It'll tell you all about how to do that. And this video hopefully will be, still remaining on the Facebook page after we end in case you want to look back at it. Thanks a lot, everyone. And there are solo drop-ins, I think Monday through Thursday. The different dance, Wednesday's always blues. Hopefully I'll see you again sometime on a Wednesday. Have a great evening. Take care.